Hello, hello. Yep, okay. Okay, so welcome back, guys, to the another session of the GATHERICA project creation. So in this video, I'm going to explain you that how we are going to implement the login and sign up controller. As I said, like we are going to start working on the LWC code, which is going to be used for UI creation for the login and sign up functionalities. So here I've with the new things that I've implemented in this project. So here we have created a class which is going to be as a login controller. So this class is basically going to be responsible for login functionality of using the username, password, and the user type. And also I have created one more functionality with the encryption technique. So here we are going to use the encryption, how we are going to encrypt the data and with some security and the key, how we are going to store the key in our org such that it cannot be replaced. Okay, let's get started. So here, very first thing that we have created this. If you haven't got the idea about the custom settings, so let me tell you, the custom setting is same as the custom object. It is, I would say, there are some part of it same as custom metadata, and some part of it we can call it as the object. It is same as object. More, I would say, it's same a side of an object. We have created an object with GATHERICA security key. Here we are going to store the key for encryption and decryption of the data. If I go to the manage, this record has been created automatically. This is something I've handled through the code, that if there is no data exist in the custom setting, the key will be created automatically, and this will be um, and the key will get stored inside this custom setting, this custom object, such that let me refresh it. I think something is going wrong. Let's see. All right, sure, what is going on? All right. Okay. So in this custom setting, I have implemented this code in such a way that if there is no data has been created by the user, then it will be automatically get created like this. If I go to this particular record, GATHERICA security key, here you will find two things. Okay, guys, let me go to the manage, and then this record has been created automatically. So we have the name. This name we are gonna pass from the code definitely, and this encrypted text is a key that has been created using the AES 128 encryption formula that has been provided by the crypto class, which you can access from this Apex. Basically, it's a Apex build class. And if I go to the developer console, so here we have the code which is written in the Apex. Definitely, it's a backend controller which is going to handle all the login requests. So very first thing we need is Aura enabled. So just because we want to access this or this method inside the LWC and Aura components, so we do need a Aura enabled tag definitely. And then we are going to continue with this username, password, and the user type. This username password is enough, but we need user type because there are two type of user: the one who is going to publish the event, the one who's going to join the event. So the joiner will be calling as a contact, and the one who's going to publish the event, we are going to call it as account. So I've handled in such a way that it's going to check the user type first. If it's a contact, then it is going to search inside the contact with a particular username and password. Then it's going to be order by created date, so we get the recent created record, rather than if it has, by any chance, if it has the duplicacy, it's going to return only the single, because we have already limited it to one. And then we are going to check if it is not empty, then we are going to return the very first record. Otherwise, if we are going to return the null, then we have handled it accordingly, that it's, if it's not null, then we are going to log in wrapper with the username name, and then there's a 60 minute of the session timeout, that after 60 minutes user needs to log in again. And then accordingly we have handled all this code. Like if the username password is not matching, then the contact will not be returned. In that case, the username will the we will be throwing an error with saying that provided credential are incorrect, please check again and validate, thanks. And then the same for the account as well. If these all condition will not be checked, in that case we'll be throwing the error which is something went wrong. So this is kind of error which if we are not aware of that, then we need to handle it accordingly. It should send an email to me or whoever is going to be working behind the scenes should get an idea that this username has tried to log in with this credential and something went wrong, then we according the developers can check the code. So that's a phase two part. We are not going deeper in that. Then we have this encryption technique. I'm going to tell you later about this. Then we have this get contact information, which is going to basically check the username password with the contact fields, and if there is any record exists, then it's going to return. The same for account as well. The moving forward, we have the login wrapper in which we've created the username, name, session, timeout, and the error. It could be extended to some more information, but in the phase two, we are creating a very simple application just to implement it, so that I'm gonna waiting for the response on YouTube. If you guys will respond quickly, and I'm gonna get some more and more views, in that case I'll extend it with phase two as well. The phase two depends on your response and feedback. And then we have this login wrapper, we including the username, name, and the session timeout. I've created two constructor. The one is for the if user got logged in successfully. In that case, the first constructor will be used. Otherwise, the second will throw the error which contains the error information that we have written here using this. Particular okay, so also if we wanted to use it dynamically, this error then we should use the custom label, then that we can implement in phase two definitely, because the phase one will be containing only this very simple information. Also this encryption decryption handler, let's jump into this. Then we have this two things. The one is to encrypt. It's going to accept this JSON data. This is basically a JSON format data which is going to be in a string form. It's basically going to create you can learn a little bit about this crypto class. I'll share the link with you that how you can check. And then I'm using the AES 128. This is the algorithm name that is going to be used for encryption technique. Then we need a key definitely, and then we need to pass this vector or something called. So even I'm not sure what we call that. And then we have the data which is in the string form. So basically we need to convert it into BL or B form. It's basically a kind of binary form, I would say. And then the encrypted data we are going to get, and then we are going to simply return it in a BLOB form. It's going to be simply, I would say, the BLOB form is basically a binary form. Then we are going to get in over here this binary form. Basically we are going to serialize this wrapper that will convert this class object to JSON format. Then the JSON format will be passed to this encrypted class that will encrypt the value to this BLOB format. Then obviously we are not going to use the BLOB format inside our client side. Then it will be converted to string format. Then it's going to be looking like something like this, the encrypted value. Definitely it seems very powerful and secured as per the user understanding. Then we are going to use it to check that if this token is not null, in that case definitely it's going to be the that user has been logged in. Okay, now moving forward, then so we again okay, now so same, we are going to use the decrypt value method as well. We haven't used it yet, but we are definitely going to use it when the user, there is another method of any kind of data user wants to retrieve from on the UI, then this method definitely needs to be called. All right, then we have this encryption 128 bit. So basically it's a key a retrieval method that is going to be used to get the key of that stored key for 128 bit definitely. So for that we have created the GATHERICA security key. This is nothing, just a custom setting code. It's going to get with this particular name. Then it's going to check this particular is not empty. Then definitely return the first record encrypted text. Otherwise we need to create it. So the creation method is going to do what? It's going to accept a record unique name. The record unique name we are going to pass the same as that we pass to this particular name filter. And then definitely we are going to create the script to generate AES key. So it's AES key in the BLOB form. Then we need to convert it to the base64 encode. It's a basically string form of this particular I would say string form of this key. Then it's going to be stored inside this so while retrieving this particular value, we are going to convert it back to the BLOB format, because that's only thing that can be accepted is the crypto class, then it's going to be returned simply, and then return to this method, and then this method will be simply returned to this 128-bit key, then it's going to be used over here. And as you can see, the encoding util base 64 decode, it's basically method we are going to use to get the BLOB form data, definitely. And the same method we have used to convert it to string. This is just encoding, and this one is for decoding. So that's all about whatever we have created to encryption and decryption to secure the user information, and also the login controller, which is going to be responsible for login of the user. And we have also created some test data to check that it's working or not. So I am going to show you that on example. So here we have this. I'm going to pass. So okay, I'm going to check it later. Now, what we are going to do? We need okay, so definitely system.debug. I think I have already did that. Okay, so here we have this login controller dot do login, where we are passing this code base as username, code base 001 as the password, and the type is contact. So here you can see in this particular record the username password is matching. So this login should work. Now let's try if it is working. Then the code has executed. Let's see what it has returned. So it has returned me to a particular key. So here is the key. So I'm going to use it for the decryption to check if this information is same or not. So here we have this particular decryption. So this is the encrypted value user is going to get as a token on UI. Then we are going to run this decryption technique. So this decryption technique is going to return the data. So this is the data we are going to, this is the basically a wrapper username as code base, session timeout will be 60. So this is just a number for future reference. I'll be telling you this is going to be 60 minutes. The name should be code base. This code, this name is retrieved from here, Mr. Codebase. Okay, the error is null, means the user has logged in successfully. Okay, so that's all about this video. And so we have implemented the backend part in this video. So if you need this code, I'll be putting this on my GitHub repository. I'll be providing you with the branch, so you can directly access this new code from that branch. Thank you so much.